Hello there. Are you awake? Are you excited? Are you opening your dead eyes for the first time as a corpse tonight? Perfect, cause you're in the right place to get the right education, kiddo. You're listening to Petals and Thorns on KKBN, the news and sounds of Bucharest by night. And I am your host, the dastardly DJ with a deviant dark demeanor and devilishly deep desires, the Deadly Rose, ready to tell you all about this world of darkness you lucky bastard managed to awaken to. Tonight is a special night, Sugar Plum. We're going to go over everything this godforsaken country has suffered throughout the centuries. Not only to teach fledglings such as yourself some actual history, but also to remind the powers that be that we're more than just numbers, tools, inconveniences and cannon fodder. You see, youngling, long story short, Cain, the biblical Cain, got cursed by God for being a psychopathic greengrocer, and he decided to share that curse with some guys. Those guys turned 13 other guys into vampires as well, the antediluvians, who are more or less our granddaddies. Some of them decided to hang together, so they formed sects like the Camarilla, who want to keep us hidden from the mortal world, but also govern over other vampires like a monarchy, while others, like the Sabbat, a bunch of assholes, didn't learn anything from the time of the Inquisition, when thousands of us got staked and crucified in the sun, went for a world domination kind of approach. There are, of course, clans that stayed independent, while other individuals who, being naive and idealistic, believe they can govern themselves with no oversight. Those being the anarchs, of course, and because we're in Bucharest, you're probably unwillingly one of them. Well, this territory, the Carpathian area, has always been Tsimici land, Tsimici being those horrible Sabbat I mentioned earlier, and for a long time, being the sadistic voivodes and despots that they are, they terrorized the land, mostly the countryside, and for centuries they carried on until, along with the German dynasty sent over to rule, came the Camarilla. It looked promising for a while, but then Red October happened. The Russian Bruja wanted to try their communist experiment, and we ended up under a false everyone's equal policy being governed by so-called anarchs who were in fact just some greedy and inhuman fucks. And it carried on even after the 1989 revolution. I know it is shocking but true. All of this until recently, when an interesting individual, Mr. Andrea Mann, who was the PR guy for the anarch leadership, just executed the biggest and baddest of the barons of Bucharest. Being how green vamps like you hate shriveled up assholes like him, nobody made a fuss. Not even the other old assholes who were too shocked and too desperate scrambling to secure their domains. But Aand didn't stop there. He invited a Camarilla over asking to be named sheriff, and the sect promptly replied. A prince, Marie-Claire, and a little delegation were sent over a few nights ago, terms were accepted, and now, as you step outside, you will likely find yourself in the middle of negotiations, conflicts, and all sorts of fun stuff. What I, my sweet little potato, have been doing, as it has become a passion of mine, is to follow the sheriff's little team, because Andrei wasted no time, recruited some of the locals, some of the immigrants, and got himself a crew of diplomats and warriors, tasking them to make alliances with the young kindred, anarchs or otherwise, and wipe out, however they can, the old anarchs, Sabbats, and any other agent they deem dangerous. A lot has happened, but what is important to mention is that after dropping names and locations in my broadcasts, I have no doubt that the Second Inquisition, those being bad humans who want us dead, are listening to my show. Why would I give up my brothers and sisters, you ask? Not out of malicious intent, I assure you, but because I was curious. I wanted to see what they can handle, and after beating the crap out of a strike team last night, right next to the National Theatre, and annoying some influential vampires, I'm sure they can handle a lot. And for that, they have my admiration. Thus, if you're listening, my darlings, I'm going to make it up to you. Consider it an apologetic gift, especially to my crush. You know you like the attention, you foxy gangrel. but also to the one I haven't been aware of, the other hot as fuck redhead in the group, Ellie of the Clan of the Moon. Let me catch my quote-unquote breath, dear listeners, cause I will be fantasizing about these two individually and mostly collectively for sure. Oh, hands that turn to claws, or an imagination unrestricted by logic. I don't know what's more appealing. I think I'll take a combo, please. But back to what I wanted to say, which is, I know where some inquisitors are hiding. So I'm gonna smack the chessboard and see where the pieces land. I'm going to tell you where these fanatic morons are camping out. And I'm also going to say that they're doing some very, very bad things there. Well, fledgling, all caught up? Good. Now go out there and be the best monster that you can be. And by that I don't mean flip cars over and start eating babies, you maniac. What I mean is, enjoy life. Enjoy the blood, enjoy the darkness, the magic. Yes, there's that too. And even the sex, if you're still into that, of course. In short, savor the night, Bucharest. Savor the night.